Probably the best benefit of my job is to help to make people smile.
Success is a tough ride. It's going to be hard and challenging, and it's going to push you to the limits and get you out of your comfort zone, but it's also going to make you grow and blossom into a truly incredible individual if you do it right. If you decide not to give up and not to quit, then your dreams and your aspirations will stay alive for as long as you don't give up or quit. Because failure is going to happen. Failure should be acceptable in your mind, because so many successful people have told the world that the reason why they're successful is because of all their failures. They've stacked up and they've learned so much valuable information from these failures that they wouldn't have learned otherwise, that they were able to grow and learn so many different facets they didn't expect from these failures. So when you fail, you should figure out a way to learn something from it. Initially, the failure's not going to feel good because you realized you failed. That's going to suck, and that feeling should stay inside of you every time you fail. And then that will motivate you to keep pushing faster, keep pushing harder and stronger towards your goals, because you don't want to fail. You want to finally become successful so you can finally reap the benefits of all that hard work and all the passion that you've poured into your goals. And one day you'll be able to look back and discover everything was worth it, and all that energy and time you put in will be understandable because it looked like you're successful.
If you can, but use that to find your way, to be able to stand on solid ground. I tried to see one once because the director asked me to. My wife Amber can attest to this because her elbow was very busy. That night I was sitting next to her. Director's wife is here, director's here. I fell asleep 35 times. I'm happy with the process is what I'm interested in. The process of creating, process of exploring, the process of breaking formula, the process of dropping the bottom out of a scene, because people can get stale. And I feel that's the wrong place to be. So I'm interested, and always have been interested in, trying to avoid what was expected. The first real opportunity for me to feel like I was standing on firm ground. Cry Baby was important. Edward Scissorhands was the first time that I felt, okay, I'm solid. For me, with every character that you play, you know, as long as you've arrived at that place where you believe is the right place to be for the character, and if you feel that you've done service to the director, to yourself, to the author, to me that's a success. Box office is kind of, that's something else. That's certainly none of my business, you know what I mean? Once I'm wrapped on a film, it's just to say goodbye to the character and then move forward. I have to realize that whatever your day is, whatever you're doing, whatever your job is, whatever people think of you or project you to be, none of it matters, really, until you look round and see people who are in need. I think probably the best benefit of my job is to help to make people smile who otherwise wouldn't or couldn't have a smile on their face. So that's my deal. What was most important to me, and thankfully Scott, was that that the way to approach the film, the way to approach the character, was not evil or any of that stuff, because I don't think there's any one of us who are. There's probably a few evil people here. Just to not approach Jimmy as a criminal per se, or because none of us wake up in the morning and shave or brush our teeth thinking I'm gonna go out and absolutely destroy people. I wanted to see the human side of that. I wanted to understand that there was a great difference between his life and the people that he loved and the people that he was loyal to, the people that he truly had that traditional Irish immigrant and love for his mother, love for his brother, and that the other side was business. Business is business, and it just so happens that his business required a great deal of violence. It wasn't like I was trying to glorify any of his actions, but just to give the opportunity to see a human being as opposed to just this, he's a multifaceted individual. That's really what Scott and I talked about. There's crazy, there's insanity, delirium, but it's only, to me, it's only madness, maybe a touch of insanity that one can access, and to be aware of it growing up it didn't feel particularly great, but I think it's led me somehow to where I am today. I'm not saying that I'm completely mad, although I've been accused of that many times over the years. I don't know. I hope that people will, if they do have that tendency, that they can find a way to embrace it and use it to their not advantage, let's say even in a creative sense. I mean, use it in a creative sense if you can, but use that to find your way to be able to stand on solid ground where once embraced, a good deal of the pain goes, because there's pain involved.
Thank you all so much for watching. Please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment down in the section below.